What's up, everybody? This is Brian the Bromad. Welcome to another episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. I am excited because the weather is starting to warm up, and that means that the RV and camping season is about to be in full swing. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to share with you how I plan my RV and camping trips. Let's go. Welcome to Bromadic Life Adventures. Let's go. All right, once again, welcome to this episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. I am Brian the Bromad. Before I get into this episode, I want to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers. I really and truly appreciate you supporting this channel. I could not have gotten to 4.4 thousand subscribers without you. My goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers. With that being said, if you watch Bromadic Life Adventures, but you are not a subscriber, I invite you to be a subscriber. I would really appreciate you being a subscriber to my channel. Also, if you watch Bromadic Life Adventure episodes, don't forget to click on the like button. Also, click on that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video is released. And if you have friends that you think would like Bromadic Life Adventures, please, by all means, share this channel with your friends. All right, so I think it's pretty cool because what I'm about to share with you is not a virtual simulated trip that I'm taking. This is actually plans I'm going to make with you for an actual trip that I'm about to take on my spring break. Number one, the first thing that I do is I decide what my destination is going to be. For this trip, I'll be going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They're having a meetup at the Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach RV Resort. I'm going there on my spring break. It is hosted by All About the Banks. If you don't know who All About the Banks is, it is a husband and wife couple of Dwayne and Belinda Banks. I've been following them for a while. They really seem like just good, down-to-earth people. That's why I don't mind making this drive all the way to South Carolina. It used to be called Carolina Pines. I first heard of Carolina Pines from another RV channel I watch, Adventure Bandits, but it's been bought out by Sun Outdoors, and that's where I'll be going for my destination, the Sun Outdoors RV Resort at Myrtle Beach. So after I determine my destination, the second thing I do is I use Google Maps in order to map my route, in this case, from Dallas, Texas to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I do that in order to find out my driving distance and my estimated time it will take me to drive that trip. For this trip, it is showing an estimated time of 16 hours and 45 minutes, and is showing a distance of 1,145 miles. Once I determine the distance and the estimated driving time, the third thing I do is decide, will I be driving this trip straight through, or will I break this trip up into days? Since I'm on my spring break and I wanted to relax and take my time, I decided to break this trip up into 3 days. Since I'm breaking the trip up into 3 days, I pull my calculator out and I divide the total number of miles, which in this case, 1,145, and I divide it by the number of days I'll be traveling, which is 3, and I get around 382 miles. That's the average number of miles that I'll be driving each day. Then, if you go to the Google Maps and put your cursor on the line and drag the cursor along the line, it will tell you the number of miles that you're covering. If I keep going till I get around 382 miles, the first day's driving will put me around Vicksburg, Mississippi. So that will be my goal for the first day. If I keep dragging along the line, my second day will put me in around Atlanta, Georgia for the second day. Now that I know at the end of my first day, I'll be somewhere near Vicksburg, Mississippi, and at the end of my second day, I'll end up near Atlanta, Georgia, I have to figure out where I'm going to stay in those cities. So this leads me to my favorite membership, Harvest Host. Harvest Host is an RV camping membership that only costs about $85 for the whole year. And with that membership, you have access to over 5,000 farms, wineries, breweries, and a whole lot of other fun attractions. Once you log into Harvest Host, you have the option of choosing a destination or a route. I chose for my trip to enter a route. I entered in Dallas, and then I entered in Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach, and it mapped out a list of all of the Harvest Host locations along that particular route. And I know that the first night I'll be near Vicksburg, Mississippi. So it looks like there are about 3 different Harvest Host locations near Vicksburg, Mississippi. The first is Askew's Landing RV Campground. So I click on it, and it actually looks like an actual campground. So it has hookups for RVs. A lot of the Harvest Host locations don't. They're just set up for you to go and park and just have a place to stay overnight. Let's see. It looks like a pretty good one. This would be a good choice for me. I'm going to look more into that one. Also, there's another one called Patch of Heaven Farms. This one does not appear to have RV hookups. It just looks like an actual farm where they're raising cattle. And so you would just go there and park. That's probably not something I would want to stay at for this trip. And then there is Whitaker Woods RV Park. It does look like an RV park that has hookups, just nothing fancy, just somewhere simple to hook up. So those are the 3 options that is showing me that are near Vicksburg, Mississippi. It looks like the Askew Landing RV Campground looks like it's pretty interesting. It looks like it has some pretty cool amenities, and I kind of like the scenery. So I think I am going to probably go with that one. Let me get off of here and call them real quick and see if they have any availability. So I was able to contact Askew's Landing RV Park. They did have availability for the date that I'll be going through there. So I went ahead and booked it through Harvest Host. Now they do have a $20 fee in order to be able to use their full hookups, and that is common with some of the RV parks and campgrounds that are through Harvest Host. Otherwise, once you pay the $85 a year for Harvest Host, usually you don't have to pay anything to stay at any one of the properties that are available. So I'm going to do that. Then I reached out to a friend of mine, Paul, who I went to college with, and I've been trying to hook up with him. We're going to get together at some point and do an RV trip. But I let him know that I was going to the All of the Banks meetup. And he said, hey man, since you're coming through Atlanta anyway, just come on. You can stay at the house with me and my wife. We don't mind. So I appreciate it. To Mr. and Miss Fuller, I appreciate your hospitality. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all. I haven't seen Paul in years. But that means that I have everything taken care of for the first night and my second night. So that is how I normally get to this point doing my RV planning. I do have one other thing that I want to show you that I do that will kind of enhance a lot of my RV trips. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm RVing or camping is I like to find cool attractions along the way. And I know that when I'm going from Dallas to Myrtle Beach, I will be passing through Atlanta. So I usually Google, and I see that in Atlanta, there is Mercedes Stadium. When I was a child, I liked to look at different stadiums in different cities. I have never seen Mercedes Stadium, so hopefully I can get to Atlanta and have a chance to tour the stadium. In addition, I see that there is the World of Coca-Cola. I've never been to the World of Coca-Cola. I do know people who have attended, and they tell me that it is pretty cool. So I want to be able to check out Mercedes Stadium and the World of Coca-Cola when I am passing through Atlanta. I also know that I'll be passing through Jackson, Mississippi. There's a lot of history in Jackson, Mississippi. One of the things that I'm interested in, I heard there was a pretty cool civil rights museum in Jackson. So I'm going to go ahead and Google Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to try to figure out which museum is the one that's the Civil Rights Museum. And let's see here, right here, the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum. That's another thing that I've not had a chance to check out. And I just think it's pretty cool to be able to Google things along the way. I think that's one of the cool things about RVing. You can schedule your destinations, but you can also stop anywhere that you want to in between. Well, there you have it. That's how I go about planning my RV and camping trips. If you have any suggestions you think you can give me that I might want to try that will help me plan my camping and RV trips better, please leave that information in the comments. Now, you don't want to miss the next episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. This was just a planning episode. On the next episode, we're going to see how all those plans came out when I take my trip from Dallas to Myrtle Beach to the All About the Banks meetup at Sun Outdoors in Myrtle Beach. Once again, this is Brian the Bromad. If you've not already done so, please go ahead and like, subscribe, click on that notification bell so you'll be informed anytime a new episode is released, and please share this channel with your friends. Until next time, peace. Thank you for watching this episode of Bromadic Life Adventures. If you thought this episode was cool, click on the like button and share this channel with your friends. If you have not already done so, I invite you to click on the subscribe button so you can subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you may be notified anytime a new episode is released. If you have any positive comments, please leave them in the comments section. All these things will help me grow my channel and make it better. This is Brian the Bromad. God bless and peace.